All right. I think we are officially live here on this Friday morning. It is March 19th. Crazy, right? We're halfway through the month, a little bit more than halfway through the month. And yeah, we are rocking and rolling through the month. So today, what I'm going to be sharing with you guys is a little bit more on the live streaming stuff. We talked about that on the last coffee talk, and I had some questions about it. And a lot of it has to do with like, what's the best method or what's the right tools to use for doing lives. So if you are interested in doing Facebook lives, YouTube lives, any of that stuff, this is going to be useful for you. I'm going to break down exactly how you can do it. Very, very simple. But I'm also going to share with you how you can leverage a tool so that way there you can get more out of doing the lives. So that's what we're going to be talking about here today. If you have any questions on this at all, let me know. If you're not currently creating any type of content for Facebook, I do have some things I want to say about Facebook and YouTube. So I don't think that you should be putting all your eggs in one basket, and I don't think that you should be spending hours trying to build followers and an audience on Facebook or YouTube or any of that stuff. I think there's a better use of your time. So I'm also going to be touching on that here today in this jam session. So let me know if you have any questions on this, or you know what, even if you're watching this later and you're not watching this live, let me know. Are you currently doing any type of video? And if you are, is that live video or just uploading to like YouTube or Facebook? Because you can natively upload to Facebook as well. Natively meaning you can just upload directly. You don't have to go live. So anyway, that's what we're going to be talking about here today. It's kind of interesting because probably I would say a year ago, I don't know if I'd ever be talking about Facebook Lives as like teaching it. Because I didn't know that my audience would be wanting that. But now that we've been doing this a little bit and I've been putting out a little bit of content and actually inside of Brand Creators Academy, and I think Karen's on with us right now, she was the one that kind of made me realize that I probably should start creating some training around this. I know we have another member, Beryl, in Australia who does Facebook Lives. And so I did this special training inside of Brand Creators Academy recently, a couple days ago, showing behind the scenes of a tool that I'm using. And already Karen has already used it. I believe Beryl has already used it. So yes, it's a lot of fun, but also can be scary for a lot of people because they're like, oh, I don't want to jump on camera. What if I mess up? Like right now, I'm live, right? So if I say something that's a little off, there's no bleep button or there's no like rewind button and let's start this thing again. Now I can, delete it after the fact, but right now, anyone that is here live, this is, we're up on a tightrope, right? So you can let that get in your way, or you can just say, you know what, if something happens, it happens. No big deal. I mean, this is how it would be if I was hanging out with some of my friends, right? No big deal. They're not going to judge me. So yeah. And Karen says, I mess up all the time. Yeah. Well, you know what? Messing up and being okay with it, it just takes the pressure off. Like there's no pressure for me right now, right? Like, okay, so what am I going to say that's really going to make, I could say a word wrong and be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I said that, so yeah, so you can get in your own way, but I do think there's a huge benefit to doing lives, but I think there's also a huge benefit to just video in general. So that's what we're going to talk about here today on the jam session. We are going to officially kick this off the way that we always do, because this is going to turn into a podcast episode. But let me, well, you know what? I'll talk more about, I actually did a video, that I'm going to be posting on Facebook, but I'm posting it because I'm going to turn it into an ad. So keep an eye out for that. And, I'll dig into that a little bit because I think there's a time and place for social media. I sent an email out this morning, and I think the subject line was something like, social media is a huge waste of time. And I think I said something, unless you do this. And really what I was talking about was what I'm doing right now. Okay. You're here. And all you had to do was either click over here or you got the notification, and right in the background right now, whether you're live or on a replay, whoever's watching this video, it doesn't matter if it's 15 seconds or 15 minutes, it does not matter. You immediately become part of a custom audience. Now, it's up to me if I want to use that custom audience, but what it's telling Facebook is that you have engaged, you have watched, that means you are interested. And then if I want to run an ad to those people, I can do that because basically you've raised your hand by watching or leaving an emoji or commenting or liking or any of that stuff. Now you become part of a custom audience. So that's the type of social media I like. The days of buying likes to your page and getting a whole bunch of likes, a whole bunch of followers, and then posting organic content and getting it seen, it's kind of gone. Like I did a study yesterday. Actually, I did a video walking through some statistics, and it's crazy. Like, so the average rate now on Facebook, that if you post something organically, now this is going to vary per page, or per group and, business page, all that stuff, depending on your engagement. But on the average rate now for Facebook, it's under 1%, right? So what does that mean? Well, you are not getting the organic reach. You're just not getting it anymore. Now, if you do have, a few thousand people that like or follow your page, those people are targetable. Okay. Now, the cool thing is with video is you can just put the video out there. And if there's one person on, doesn't matter. Okay. In the replay, people might watch it, but then you can just turn that into an ad. Okay. And the ad, people think of an ad like, okay, it's got to be something like, hi, my name is Scott and I sell products. Would you like to have a better life? Well, you could join this. Like that's not what we're talking about. Like I could just turn a piece of content into an ad and run that to my audience. And I can do it for pennies. All right. Now I'm not going to get into that today. But I just want you to know that posting on social media to keep the algorithm going, it's like you're on a giant hamster wheel, right? You're just like feeding it. Oh man, I missed my Instagram spot. I should have posted. If I don't post, I'm going to lose organic reach. Have you ever felt like that? Have you ever felt like you just you're falling behind and you have to post on social media to keep up the algorithm so that way there you get your organic reach? Anybody, or is it just me? Because I've felt like that. I don't anymore because I don't use it in that regards anymore. So all right, let's get to it. All right. And again, I want to know who is doing video right now. I think Kyle had said he is. What's up, Kyle? Good morning. Hey, Karen, what's up? Other Karen, there's two Karens. Let's see here. Yeah, Kyle says, I love video. That's awesome. Cool. And Karen says, doing videos because of you, my friend. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad that we got you going because now things are starting to crank along. Hey, Karen, while I got you and while we're here this morning, what kind of views are you getting so far? Like when you look back at your statistics, I'm just curious because you're doing it organically. And I think I looked at your page. There might be 300-ish people that actually follow the page. I'm just curious. Because you're not promoting any of those videos yet. We will be talking about that more inside of Brand Creators Academy. But I'm just curious, what type of views are we getting? Is it 50? Is it 75? Something like that. I'm just curious. If you can give me that number, that'd be good. All right, so let's get into it. Okay, I've got some stuff here I wanna share. What's up, Tamara? Good morning. Okay. And yeah, Kyle says, love video. Yeah, Kyle, your videos are pretty killer too. I watched the one that you posted in BCA. Really, really good. Quality is really good. Okay, cool. So let's do this. All right. Today is a jam session day. So that means that we're going to jam. And the topic of today is going to be the best live streaming software for Facebook and YouTube. Okay. What is the best live streaming software for Facebook and YouTube? And this was a question that we got the other day. So I wanted to dig in a little bit more and I'll share with you my thoughts on this. I'm going to give you 3 different ways that you can go live. All right, some free ways and some paid ways, and I'll give you the options on what is what is the different tools and what do they do and stuff like that. All right, so that's what we'll talk about. All right, so if you are here and you're creating any type of content, and I don't care if you have 5 people that follow your Facebook business page, you could be doing lives, and those lives could be an asset for your business. All right. Okay, so Karen did give me an update here. It depends. The one yesterday before the call was 40-ish, but I haven't checked the others recently. Yeah, check one of the more, the one that's been out there for like a week or 2. I'm just curious on that because that's what people don't realize. Like, let's say you have 40-ish views, okay? That's 40 people now that are targetable, by the way. That means they touched the video. You just built a list of 40 people, right? Not an email list, but it's kind of like a little invisible list behind the scenes. That's a custom audience that you can retarget. So there's 40-ish people by just going live, right? You just went live, 40 people, okay? Now, with that all being said, if you let that video kind of go on a little bit, you'll notice those numbers will start to creep up a little bit. That 40 might end up being 100 or 150 in a couple of weeks. Now you're at 100 people. Now you're at 150 people. And now you're starting to build that retargeting audience that later, if you wanted to run ads to, you could. And I know that your product would do probably well with those people. So again, they're raising their hand by saying that they've watched something, right? And if they watch something, now they're an audience that we can target, okay? And it's not that we're targeting random people. These are people that raise their hand by either viewing or commenting or liking or any of that stuff. So that's cool. All right. So, Scene says, what's the best platform? We're going to get to that. I'll let you know. Karen says, and happy Friday, Octavio. Excited about Facebook Lives. Yeah. What we talked about yesterday on our call, Octavio, I think would be a really cool thing for you. All right, cool. Let's do it. All right. We're going to get into it, and let me get my notes up here so we can officially kick this baby off. Oh, and Karen did give me another update. Yeah, there you go. I like that. So Karen said, just looked, I had one a couple weeks ago with almost 400 views. 400 views, 400 people. 400 people that are now part of your custom audience in the background, and you did nothing but just go live once. That's it. Okay? So that's really, really cool. So awesome job on that. All right, so here we go. Get my notes up there. All right, here we go. This is going to be officially the jam session, guys. So if you guys got any questions, drop them in the comments. It can be on this topic. It can be on content creation, whatever you need help with today, put it in there. We're going to go for about 20, 25 minutes. All right. So here we go. Sip of coffee, because this is a coffee talk, right? All right, here we go. All right, welcome back to another Friday Jam Session. Today, we are going to be talking about what is the best live streaming software for Facebook and YouTube. That is going to be the topic. And this topic came in the other day as we were discussing content creation. Some of you know, some of you attended our 7-day content creation challenge, and video did come up, but live video started to come up as well. And once I started to kind of go down this path, a lot of questions started to come up, not just with how to create the video, but what's the best way to stream? What's the best platform to stream on? Now, you might be listening to this or watching this saying, Scott, I don't want to do Facebook Lives. I don't want to get on video and do a live video. I might screw up. I get it. The cool thing is, yeah, you might screw up, but you can always hit delete after you're all done. And if you have a small Facebook page, how many people are actually going to be watching it? A few? Who cares, right? But this is a great way if you are on the fence about creating content for social media. This is probably the way, the number one way that I would suggest you do it. Let me say why before we get into the best live streaming software for Facebook and YouTube. All right. If you are creating content for social media, the question you have to ask yourself is, what's the strategy behind it? Why are you creating content? Why are you posting memes? Why are you posting a video? Or why are you sharing something on your business page? Which, by the way, the very first thing that you will need to do a live stream is a business page. And the reason why I say that is because you're going to want to stream to that business page because of all the benefits that happen by doing that. I'll talk about that here in a second. But if you're just going out there and going, I just want to build up followers, right? I just want to build up followers on Instagram. I want to build followers on Facebook and subscribers on YouTube. And that's all fine and dandy. But what are you really trying to do? Build that audience so you can get them to see your stuff, right? Well, I got some really crazy statistics and I'm going to wing these right now, but they're close. I just did a video that I'm going to be releasing on Facebook, but as an ad, and that is really going over the reach that we are seeing now with Facebook, Instagram, and the other one was Twitter. All of them are under 2%. Like Facebook is 0.09% reach. Okay. That means that if you've built up, a pretty good size following, let's say 10,000 people, how many people are actually going to see it? 1%, 2%, maybe 5% if you get lucky. Those numbers are terrible when you consider email. All right. Now, I'm not going to go down that road of email. You guys know I love email, but just to kind of throw the number out there, the average on email for open rates is over 20%. Let's see, 1 to 3%. All that work it takes to keep the algorithm going and trying to feed it and feed it and feed it. And you might get 1 or 2%. Seems like a waste of time. But if you use Facebook and you leverage the platform for what I'm about to share with you, then it makes a lot of sense. And then we're going to kind of share why live streaming is probably a great option for you, or video in general. All right. So I just kind of want to get this kind of out of the way so you understand the power in it. Okay. So when you create a video, let's call it a Facebook Live. All right. And I don't care if you have 200 people that follow your business page, right? It doesn't matter. Let's say you have that many. And actually there's someone that's on with us right now. If you're here live, if you're listening to this on the podcast, then well, it's not live, but her name is Karen and she started doing some Facebook Lives. She's one of our Brand Creators Academy students and she started doing some Facebook Lives. She just reported that she did one a couple of weeks ago. And I think her page has just over maybe 275, 350, somewhere in that range of followers. And she's had 400, almost 400. I think it was just under 400 views on that video. What does that mean? Right? What does that mean? She might have had 5 people on there live. Okay. So live isn't really where you're getting all the true benefits. It's the after effect. So you got 400 people. Let's say you got 400 people to watch the video, and maybe they didn't watch it all, but they watched a portion of it. Here is the secret. All right. Pay attention. That video, okay, that has had 400 views, even if it's a 3-second view, 15-second view, 25% view, 50% view, all of that stuff, you can use that stuff now as an audience. Those people now become your custom audience. And that's why I love live video. That's why I love video on Facebook. All right. Because it now becomes an asset. Now, does that mean I don't want to build an email list? Absolutely not. I want to build an email list. And that's what I'm always going after because I control that. And statistics say the open rates are way higher. Okay. Over 20%. Looking at social media, Twitter was under 1%. Let's see. Instagram was like 1.3%, something like that. And Facebook was 0.9%. Okay. On the average, it did an average over all different industries. Okay. Let's say it was 3%. Still not great. But if we can get that video to get some people to interact with it, okay, now we can start building a custom audience in the background that we can use whenever we want. We can go Facebook. We've got a new ebook coming out. I want to target only people that watched at least 25% or more of one of my Facebook Lives. That audience might be 500 people. I don't know. Do you want to show an ad to 500 people that could promote your ebook that you know are interested in what you are talking about because the video was about that? Makes a lot of sense. All right. So got that out of the way. hopefully you understand now, and I'll probably go deeper into that and how we can kind of utilize this. I know inside of Brand Creators Academy, we did a call yesterday and one of our monthly calls, and people are wanting more on the video side and on the Facebook Live side, and how to turn that into custom audiences so we can retarget that later with some paid ads. We're going to be doing that inside of BCA. If you're interested in learning more about Brand Creators Academy, just head on over to brandcreatorsacademy.com and fill out a short little application there. And if we're a good fit, we'll send you an invite. All right. So yeah, I'm really excited about this because that's what I've been doing. People say, Scott, well, why would you keep doing Facebook Lives? I mean, you don't get a ton of people to show up. Like some days I'll have 15 people show up and some days I'll have 50 people show up. But to me, that's not the number I really care about. Now, do I want to hang out with people? Yes, I want to have a few people there, but it's really more about the after effect, the replay, and then me building that custom audience as we're doing this. All right. So here's what I want to say to you first before we do jump in here. Okay. You can make it complicated. Okay. As far as doing Facebook Lives or YouTube Lives, you can make it really complicated or you can make it super simple. Now, I am going to walk you through 3 different tools that you can use to go live. Okay. And again, you can make it as complicated as you want, or you can make it super simple. All right. And I'm going to share with you a tool that I use that is super simple. All right. So let's go over the options. What's the best live streaming software for Facebook and YouTube? All right. So number 1, just use Facebook directly. If you are like brand spanking new and you want to just make it super simple, just get your phone, put it up on a tripod. I would prefer you to do it horizontally because that's what the platform wants. Okay. Not vertically, horizontally, and go live. Okay. Now I would also say you want to use a Facebook business page. Again, because we want to collect the data. All right. If you have a Facebook group and you broadcast in that group, you're not able to get any of that data as of right now. It may change in the future, but right now you can't. If you wanted to, you could just take that feed inside of your Facebook page and then just share it over to your group. I've done that. Okay. Now there are tools that you can take that feed and you can send it to multiple platforms. Okay. And that's actually what I'm doing right now if you're with me live. Right. So you can broadcast on your page. You can broadcast in groups, multiple groups. You can go into YouTube. You can go into Periscope if you're still on there. You can even do Twitch. Okay. You can do LinkedIn. It's all there. Okay. So you can just hit one click and it'll broadcast to all of these different platforms. Now, again, some people will be like, well, I don't want to get that complicated yet. You don't have to, but it's actually easier than you think. But if you are going to use, like I said, your phone, then I would just go on Facebook, get your business page, go in there. You'll see when you create a post, it'll say what type of post. You'll say Facebook Live. You'll add the title, and then you'll hit live. And then you'll see 3, 2, 1, boom, it's live. And you're going to probably be like, oh my gosh, what happens if I say something wrong? Will I look foolish? I've thought about that a lot. I'm thinking about it right now. Like, you start to overanalyze. Am I going to stutter? Am I going to slur my words? Am I going to say something weird? If you do, my best advice for you is just go, that sounded weird. Is that a word? I don't know if that's a word, but it is now, right? Just make a joke of it. Make fun of yourself before someone else can make fun of you. That's what I always do. All right. So a little tip there for you. Now, let's move on. So there's another one that I've tried now, or I say another one, a tool. There's a tool. I'm going to talk about 2 tools out there. There used to be Be Live. Be Live, that used to be like the one that everyone was using. I don't really hear about it anymore. It's probably still a thing, but I don't use it. So I was using that for a little while. It was okay. You also can use Zoom and then broadcast from Zoom into something. I've tried that a couple times. It's really clunky. I don't prefer to do that. So I don't use Zoom. Ecamm Live, that is, I believe it's only for Mac. Okay. Ecamm Live. I think it's like maybe $16 a month for their basic plan and maybe up to like $30-40. I don't know the exact pricing, but I don't even know if they have a free option. They might have a trial or something, but Ecamm Live, that would be the next one. That one there gives you almost like a real broadcast studio. And to me, it's almost too much. Now, I have Ecamm Live because I basically buy these tools because I want to test them and try them. The only thing I use Ecamm Live for right now is I use it to record video, not to post it, just to record it because it has a really good processing engine in it, a compression engine. And so the video is really high quality for just standalone videos. But the next one I want to talk about is StreamYard. I've been using StreamYard almost since it came out. It's very basic, really, really easy to use, and it's come a long way. You also get a high quality video if you're on the paid plan. That's something new that they rolled out not that long ago, and they actually store it for you for a couple of weeks, which is pretty cool. All right. Now, they have a free version. With the free version, it'll give you a watermark. It'll say StreamYard with a little duck on it. And then it'll give you, I believe, up to 20 hours of video. And then from there, you are able to not download it. I'm sorry. Actually, you know what I'm going to do here? If you're listening to this, you're not going to see this. I'm going to bring this up right now. Let's see here. So this is the payment plans that they have and kind of like what they offer. So I'm just going to kind of throw this out there so I can kind of go through it and tell you what the free is and what the paid is. So free, screen sharing, banners, on-screen comments, 6 on-screen participants, brand colors, green screen, stream anywhere, StreamYard branding in your streams, and streaming limits. Okay, so the streaming limits, what's that? 20 hours per month. Okay, now on the paid plan, on their basic plan, which is $25 a month, or if you go yearly, annually, it's $20 a month. You get everything that I just went over there, but you have no branding from StreamYard. You get unlimited streaming. You get 10 on-screen participants. You can put your own logo. You can do overlays. You can do backgrounds, custom RTMP destinations, which I don't think you'll need, recording 4 hours long, and then multi-streaming, 3 destinations. Okay, 3 destinations. That means you could go to Facebook, a Facebook page, a Facebook group, and YouTube, let's say. The professional, that's the one that I'm on. You get everything in the basic plus. You get recording up to 8 hours. So I could do an 8-hour live stream and it will record the entire thing. You can do multi-stream, 8 destinations, and then you can do full HD 1080p. I usually only do 720, to be honest with you, and it's fine. It's great. And so the cool thing is once you're done, you can go in and you can kind of download your past episodes or your past sessions. There are little hack tools out there that if you do a Facebook Live in a public group or a public page, you can put the address in there and then it'll give you the download. But usually it's a lower quality. It's like an SD quality. And even the audio sounds tinnier because they've compressed the heck out of it. When you're using something like this, it gives you HD quality, really, really good quality. Now, before we move on here, I'd be silly if I didn't, see if they had an affiliate program, because I'm going to be recommending this because I truly believe in it. They do. And I'm an affiliate now for it. So if you want to go through my link, buy me a cup of coffee, you can head on over to brandcreators.com/StreamYard. All right. So again, that's brandcreators.com/StreamYard. And I think in the future, I'm going to have a little bonus I'm going to build for this. And I'll give it to anyone that goes through my affiliate link. So if you do decide to go through this and give it a try, let me know. Email support@brandcreators.com and just put in the subject line StreamYard bonus, and I'll send you something cool. All right. I'm thinking about making some custom backgrounds and stuff, but it's a really, really cool platform. So anyway, that's that. Let me do something else here. That anyone that is here live will see this. If you're not, I will do my best to explain it and what we're seeing. So let me see if I can't find the other screen I wanted to share. So let's see here. Bear with me, everyone, and I'll show you what I'm doing here. If you guys want to watch this, if you're listening to the podcast, just go to the show notes of this episode, and then you'll be able to see this video. So let me go ahead and see here if I can pull up. Yeah, let's see. All right. Let's see. Here we go. All right. So you guys can see that, right? So, and if you can't, if you're listening to this, you can't. So basically I'm in the back end of StreamYard, and I'm going to try to describe everything that I'm seeing here so you can kind of understand what we're doing here. So it doesn't make sense if you're just listening. So basically, as you log in, it's really simple. So I have two tabs here. I have one that says broadcast. I have one that says destinations. I have upcoming broadcasts. I have past broadcasts. Literally, all I need to do to create a new broadcast is hit create a broadcast, and then I would select the destination that I want it to go to. Now, these are all my destinations, and if you're listening, you don't see them all, but it's my Facebook page. I have a Facebook group. I have my Brand Creators Academy group that if I only wanted to stream in there, I could. I have our business page. I even have the 7-day content creation challenge because that's where we broadcasted everything. When we did the challenge, everything was broadcast into that group. I have my YouTube channel. I even have Pinterest. I have Periscope here, which I don't use anymore. And I can also skip this and just record only if I want to. All right. So if you wanted to add your destinations, you would just go here and you would just say add destination. And then from there, you're going to connect it to your business page or your group. And that's it. That's all that you need to do. All right. Now you can see here, it says live. And if you're listening, you can't see that, but it says I'm live. And then this is the live stream. So if I go into the live stream, let's see if I can actually do this on the fly here. And so basically I'm entering the broadcast. You can see my mic levels. You can see I can mute, I can stop, I can do the camera and the mic. I can add all that stuff, my display name. I'm going to enter the studio and then check it out. We're going to see all this stuff going in there because of that. So I'm going to probably get off of that. Let me do this because it's going to feedback. Let's get out of there. We're echoing. Let's see. We're going to remove stop. All right. I think we did it. I can still hear a little bit of an echo, so I have to get that out of there. I'm going to just get rid of that. Okay. That didn't work so well, but you kind of got an idea of what it looked like or what I'm looking at right now. So this way here, you can see exactly how it works. It's super simple to set up. If you're inside Brand Creators Academy, I just did a full tutorial, a 30-minute tutorial walking you through how to set everything up. So it's really powerful. But you don't need StreamYard. You don't need to use Ecamm or any other one, Be Live. You don't need that to actually go live. You just need Facebook, right? Or you need Instagram if you're going to do an Instagram live, and which they don't have that feature yet built into Instagram. They do. You cannot go Instagram. Now, again, if I was looking at this from the side of, okay, does it make sense to do Facebook Lives? If all I can do is get a handful of people on live and maybe get, I don't know, some people to view it, probably wouldn't be as attractive to me. What's more attractive to me is that I also get to build a custom audience in the background. Okay. So even though I'm here right now, right, and we've got a handful of people here with us, that's fine. We're hanging out. We're having a small little coffee talk. Later, there will be a few hundred people that will be able to watch this, that will watch it. And sometimes it's up in the thousands, but all those people become part of that custom audience. That's the true power. So if you're thinking about doing Facebook Lives or any lives for that matter, I highly recommend giving it a shot. All right. And the simple thing to do is make sure that you create a business page for your brand. You should do that anyway. Don't worry about getting a whole bunch of likes. Although if you do have an email list, here's one thing that you can do. Send an email to your list and maybe even create one post that asks them to introduce themselves, or maybe asks them a simple question. Post your most recent catch from your bass fishing trip, something like that. And then you take that and you email people that link to that post on your Facebook page. And then they're naturally going to probably start to like it and they're going to engage with it. And now they're going to become part of your audience and you're going to build up that a little bit. But that happens if you have an email list, by the way, right? So that's why I'm huge on email list. All right. So that's what you do. That's, to me, the best tool right now, if you're going to use a tool, is going to be StreamYard. All right. And if you want to check that out, head on over to brandcreators.com/StreamYard. All right. And again, if you do end up going through my affiliate link, you'll buy me a cup of coffee, but send me an email. support@brandcreators.com. In the subject line, put StreamYard bonus, and I will send you something cool. All right. So that's it. That's going to wrap up this Friday jam session, at least the podcast portion. We're going to probably answer some questions next. So that's what we're going to do. All right. And that's why you also should be here on our lives on Friday. If you want to be part of that, head on over to takeactioncrew.com or just join one of our Facebook pages or groups or wherever you find us. YouTube, doesn't matter. I'll be there. All right, guys. So that's going to wrap up this jam session. Make sure you consider doing this because now you understand the power in it. So now you just gotta jump on and do it. All right. So do it. All right, guys. That's going to officially wrap up the jam session. I've seen a bunch of questions coming through here. So let's go ahead and check it out. What do you say? Let's do this. Okay. Let's see. Michael Kim. What's up, Michael Kim? Good morning. Is there any easy way to do live stream and then modify the video to optimize it for YouTube? Yes, there is. Let me talk about that. That sun coming in. It's going to be a nice day. Let's see if we can get that out of there. There we go. Oh, that's really coming in good, isn't it? Hang tight. There we go. All right. Oh, it's still coming in there. All right, I'm gonna have to creep in here. Yes, if you want to modify it, all you're gonna do is you're gonna go actually inside of your stream before you even create it. You can customize each of the platforms that you're going to be broadcasting to. And you can write a different title if you want to. You can create a different description if you want to, or elaborate on it more. And the other thing you can do is you can always just go back to that video after you're done and edit it. That's it. So that's what you could do for sure. Oh, cool. I do a Facebook Live every Friday evening about medical topics. I have 1,500 people on my Facebook business page. How do I convert them? Well, okay. So Tamara, I got a question for you. When you do a Facebook Live, after you're done, after it's been there for a week, how many views do you have on it? Right? How many people have viewed it? How many people have commented? All of those people are becoming part of your audience, okay? Automatically. You don't have to do a thing. Then, if you want to run ads, you would just create that audience from those viewers, and then you would just run an ad to those people. That's how simple it is. It's really, really cool. That's awesome that you're doing it every Friday evening, by the way. That's awesome. Let's see. Karen says, so funny. I just started doing live videos to give valuable content to my page. I had no idea of the benefits that would follow. Your help is always appreciated. Yeah, it's pretty cool little benefit, isn't it? It's pretty cool. It makes you think a little bit differently when you're doing them. You're like, okay, this is good. I like doing this. This is definitely a good use of my time. What's up, Derek? Atlanta in the house. Can you do this also on your personal page? You can. I wouldn't recommend it. Okay. And the reason is because your personal profile technically is not supposed to be for business purposes. And so the other thing is you do not collect data through your personal profile page. It has to be on a business page. A business page is for business, right? So if a business page is for business, you also run your ads through a business page. That business page is now what you're able to use. So the video will reside there. If you want to take that video and share it over to your personal profile, by all means do it, because anyone that views it, now it's being viewed through the page, will become part of that custom audience. Kyle, I need to set up an email address for ConvertKit. Should I set that up through my hosting account cPanel, or should I sign up for a service? If service, what's your recommendation for services? Google Suite, I believe it is. Yeah, I would just use a Google Suite. I think that's what it's called. And then just create your .com email address. Then you get all the benefits of the suite. And I think it's under $10 a month. And then you're able to get a drive, your Google Drive, and all of your stuff is kind of like right there. That's what you would use for ConvertKit. And what Kyle's talking about is you can't use a free email account. You can't use like a Gmail or a Yahoo. You can, although they really, really look down on that, because to the spam traps, it flags it as spam. So you always want to go with a, Kyle at, xyz.com, whatever it is. And I think it's G Suite. It's the Google Suite. Let's see. Do you share live from your Facebook page into your group while live? You can, but if you use StreamYard, you can just tell it to. You can say, hey, I want to post here on my page. I want to post here on my my group. So you can simulcast. So you can totally do that. But if you're doing a Facebook Live natively, like through your phone, then you would have to then either do it on your phone while you're live, or you'd have to go on your computer and then hit share and then share it into your group. And I've done that before. Let's see. Can you prepare and upload a video versus going live? Yes, you just wouldn't go live. So you just wouldn't have that live benefit of, it going live. But you totally can. Video, regardless if it's live or if it's just an uploaded video, you're going to get the benefits of what a video will give you on the back end for the data. Views. So think about this. If you posted a video all about 7 ways to catch more bass in a pond, and it was let's say a 5-minute video, you can tell Facebook, hey, anyone that watched 25% or more of that video, I want to show this ad to. So now we know if they committed to watching over 1.5 minutes of a video talking about how to catch more bass in a pond, we know they're probably interested in catching more bass in a pond. So if you have something that's going to help them catch more bass in a pond, like a lure, why not target those people, right? So yes, you can do it, Eric. Let's see. Okay. Don't 1020 work better if view on TV? It could, but 720 is still pretty good quality. And again, I think it depends also on your camera, your phone, your audio. So if you have crappy audio and video, it's going to look crappy 1080, 720. It's not going to matter. The thing is if you're going to stream 1020, it's going to take more bandwidth and then you can get glitchy. So I'm going with 720. I may test 1080. Or I'm sorry, 10 is it 1020? No, it's 1080. Yeah. I may test it just to see how my bandwidth takes it, but I don't see any difference as of right now. But you might be right if you're blowing it up on a 72-inch screen, maybe. Let's see. How do you connect StreamYard to Facebook? It's really simple. You're going to go into the back end and it's going to say destinations. And then you are going to click to add a destination. It's going to basically pull in all of your stuff from Facebook. And then you're going to select which ones you want to connect. And then all you need to do is click on it. It'll take you over to that page or that group. And then you will have to basically allow it to connect, and then it'll just connect, and then you're done. And then you only have to do it once. Let's see. Oh, Derek, do we get a discount from if you go through your link? The answer is no. As of right now, no. But you don't pay anything extra. So I'm probably going to reach out to them and see if I can't do some type of discount. I don't know if they will. I haven't seen anything out there. But I'll definitely make sure that you get something cool. Maybe some additional training, maybe some templates. I don't know. I'm going to be doing some more Facebook Live stuff, or not even just Facebook, but live video stuff inside of BCA. So maybe I'll grab some of that content and I'll give that out as a bonus. I haven't decided yet. Karen says, I'm using your affiliate link. It's a small payment for all you do. Oh, thank you, Karen. Appreciate that. What microphone do you prefer and other cameras you use? Okay. Well, when I first started, it was this. It was the iPhone. That's it. I just used the iPhone and I would basically go like this. Hey, what's up, guys? Scott here. I'd hold it. Then I said, I don't want to hold it. And then I had to grab a little tripod and that was it. If your camera is close to you like this, your audio is going to be pretty good. If you're setting up your camera ways away from you, it's going to sound echoey. You don't need this right here, this camera. Okay. This camera is a Sony 51 Q, I think it is. You don't need that camera to start with. Okay. You do not. That one there is dedicated for my lives. I believe I paid about $1,000 for that with the lens, maybe 1,200. That thing stays put. I do not move it. It's connected. I'm ready to go. I get a little bit of shallow depth of field back there. See how it's a little blurred out? You can see my hand's a little blurred. Comes in. It's the lens. You don't need that though. Okay. It took, I think, over 2 years. Now, if I'm going to do something on the whiteboard, guess what I use? My iPhone. I set it up on a tripod facing the whiteboard, and that's it. I just shoot that. Salma says, take a sip. I will. All right. So, what's up? Scooby Life. Do you use Webinar Jam too? We used to. I don't use it now. We don't do webinars really. And actually, I could have used it probably for the 7-day content creation challenge, but I just use StreamYard. So guys, think about this for a second. When I did the 7-day content creation challenge, all I did, okay, because people get out there like, how would I do this? What would be the setup? Do I need a membership site? Here's what I did. I used a pop-up group, a Facebook group. I made it private. And the only people that would get in there are people that entered their name and email address to be part of the challenge. And then I broadcasted in StreamYard inside the group. And then after I was all done, I downloaded the video in StreamYard, the high quality one, slightly edited it here and there, uploaded it to a membership site. Okay. So that's how we did that. But the first part of that, you could technically use StreamYard to, and I'm probably going to do a training on this too for Brand Creators Academy, is where you can do a workshop and just use StreamYard, create a pop-up group, little Facebook group, stream in there, charge people access to that group. And that's it. You're done. You don't have to worry about anything else. You can even use a PayPal button if you want to. All right. So, or even Gumroad. You can use Gumroad and then upload the finished videos into Gumroad. It's a lot you can do and it's super easy. Okay. Why do you have both a Facebook group and a page? The Facebook group is more community, right? So you're building somewhat of a community. Although, even though I shut down my big group, which was over 58,000 people in it for the Amazing Seller, and I created a new group and it's under 1,000 people and still the engagement is terrible. It's not good. Like I've even done posts and said, if you can see this, comment. And out of like, I forget how many people are in there now. It's just over 600 and something, I think. You might get 20 people. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, yeah. Now, if I want to reach all those people, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to use the group necessarily. I'm going to use the page. I'm going to use my custom audiences and I'm going to run ads to those people. You know, that's it. And to run engagement ads, it's cheap, super cheap. Pinterest allows video content with a business account. This is true. They do. I haven't really tested it, but they do. Do you use Instagram Live too? I started to in the beginning and I noticed just the reach wasn't that great. So I'm like, I'm just not going to do it. Now, I will say this. If StreamYard added a live stream feature that I could stream simulcasting over to Instagram, I probably would do it. But because they don't have that, I just don't do it. I was doing Periscope for a while because I had about 19,000 people following me on Periscope, but then it was just wasn't good quality traffic. Just people were saying weird stuff, and I just didn't want to have to monitor that. Can I stream in Instagram and Pinterest? I do not believe Pinterest and Instagram you can, but not through StreamYard. You'd have to go direct into Instagram. Let's see here. What plan would you recommend for most people when starting and wanting to record? Why did you choose most expensive plan? Okay, the reason why I did the most expensive plan is because I wanted to stream in more than 3 locations. I wanted the option to go, because I have Brand Accelerator Live group. I have the, let's see here, the Facebook page. I have the Rock Your Brand group. I also have, let's see here, the pop-up group now. I got Brand Creators Academy. So I have all these groups that I want to be able to decide where I want to broadcast live into. So that was the main reason. And I get to, let's see here. I believe I get to download the videos in higher quality and I get unlimited streaming. So I'm not confined to that. Let's see. What do you think about evergreen webinars? I think they're okay if you've already done webinars that are converting live. People always want to automate things before you should automate things. I did live webinars for over 2 years before we started to even consider doing evergreen. You gotta remember, I mean, in order to do a webinar and get people to show up every single week, you gotta really understand how to drive traffic. My recommendation would be to do some type of small mini workshop, have people pay to be a part of it, kind of like digital product creation fast track, the email list building fast track workshop. Soon will be the 7-day content creation challenge, will be another paid workshop. So that's a better option, Derek. Evergreen webinars are fine, but you got to have a good back end system that's going to sell in order to make it really, really work. So I'm into the workshops right now. Did you like the challenge launch or mini workshop route better for your biz? You know, it's funny that you say that. I'm actually going to do a debrief with Brand Creators Academy soon. I liked them both. I liked the idea of with the challenge, we got more people to register because it was free, right? If you attended live. So it gave us more of an audience to reach after to, number one, sell the VIP, which is the recordings. And then also we were able to invite people into BCA. So for that reason, I liked it. The other, the workshop, I liked that too, because it was one day that Chris and I had to jump on and we knocked it out, right? And we're done. The other one, it did require us to spend more time. So I don't know if I'd give one a clear winner. And I'm not quite sure which one we'll do again next. Haven't decided that yet, but they're both good. But I think if someone is on a time crunch, I would say do a workshop. That's what I would do. Send us the link to go through for StreamYard. Yeah, it's just brandcreators.com/StreamYard is the link. So let me see if I can do that on the fly here. Let's see. See if that worked. Hey, look at that. See, that's what you can do in StreamYard. So just brandcreators.com/StreamYard. And you can do that. Let's see here. Okay. If I do record only, is that just a video that you can save and show later on your page? It's just not live. Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, what's really cool, and I've used it for this feature, is I can invite someone on, kind of like Zoom, and we can have a meeting, and I can choose to record it or not. So I've actually done that because Zoom was acting up or whatever, and Chris and I have just used StreamYard to kind of do a conference call. So yeah, you can do that. The other thing is, Karen, in your market, and same thing with Octavio, I know that you could invite someone on as a guest. And on StreamYard, you can have, I believe on the free, it's up to 6 guests. And I think on the paid, it's 10 guests. But you get to invite them on, and then you get to record both of the conversations, and turns into a nice piece of content. So yeah, so you can just hit just record only, and it won't go live. So that way there, you're just recording. So a lot of times, like I'll get done with this, I'll hit end broadcast, it'll end. And then if I was on with someone, we can still carry on a conversation. It doesn't kick us off. Oh, plans for the weekend? Yeah, volleyball. We're leaving early tomorrow morning. We got a half a day tournament. So it'll be Saturday morning, which is supposed to be cold. It's supposed to be like 32 degrees when Kayla plays. There's a Facebook group and a Facebook community. What is the difference? Basically, a group is a community. That's basically what it is. They just might be calling it something different. But yeah, the group is the community. You can just classify it as something. Is there a minimum ad spend you recommend for Facebook ads formed goal of email list building? So there's not, I'd say, okay, a minimum would probably be like $5 a day. So I would always start at $5 a day until you get it dialed in. I recently did one inside BCA as a case study, which I still need to post that, I believe. And it was like for 14 or 15 days. And I think I spent just over $300. And my goal was to try to stay within $10 a day. And I think a couple days I went over just because I wanted to kind of keep it rolling because it was going pretty well. But I think the minimum would be like $5 a day, and probably your max would be $20 a day. I wouldn't probably go more than that. Not unless you had something on the back end that was converting into sales right away. Let's see. I think I answered this one. Which one would you better, list building mini workshop or challenge? I mean, for me, I don't know. The challenge could work too for a list building. It could. I don't know. You just take your pick, I guess. I just did a master class with Lonnie for her group. I would love to do some on my page with guests too. Yeah, Karen. And it's so fun, right? You get to hang out and chat with people about your market and other people that are interested in that topic and in that market. They love it, right? It's like, so it's a win-win and you're producing content. I would definitely recommend doing that. I would make that a point to do that. So you just did a master class with Lonnie for her group. So the next thing would be like asking her on to do it for your group, right? And for your page. So just, kind of trade a little bit. So, all right, guys, I think that's it. I think I answered all the questions for today for our jam session. So, yeah, if you guys have any more questions on this, or if you want to, go down this road a little bit further, let me know. And any topics for Monday, shoot them in the comments as well. But yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap up this little jam session. I want to thank you guys for showing up. Thank you for being part of my custom audience. And yeah, if you have any other questions on this, let me know. If you want to check out StreamYard, you can head on over to brandcreators.com/StreamYard. If you do end up grabbing yourself a license, and you go through my link, send me an email, support@brandcreators.com, and just put in the subject line StreamYard bonus, and I'll send you something cool. Okay. So that's it. Have an awesome day, awesome weekend, and we'll see you next week. All right. Take care. Take action. We'll see you guys. Bye.